Abigail frames Elizabeth as a witch, and Mary is also dragged down into the water. Proctor, as Elizabeth's husband, is very eager to prove to the court of the truth that Abigail is the one framing them behind the scenes.
Abigail, really think about this and tell me the truth. Because God values every life and will punish those who kill without reason. Could it be that the spirits you've seen are not real? Maybe just something in your mind when...
Are you kidding me? This is an insulting question, sir.
I just want you to think about it.
I've been hurt, Mr. Danforth. I've bled. I've been attacked every day because I pointed out the bad people. And this is how you thank me. Doubting me and questioning me like a...
I'm not doubting you.
Watch it, Mr. Danforth. Do you think you are so powerful that the devil cannot confuse you? Be careful. Something's that...
What's wrong, girl?
I don't know. The cold wind's here.
Abby,
They're faking it!
God saves me.
It's the wind! The wind!
Abby, stop it.
Mary Warren, are you bewitching her? Are you sending your spirit out?
Let me go, Mr. Proctor. I cannot do it.
Oh God, take this shadow away.
How can you even call on God? You're a fraud! A fake!
What are you saying?
She's a fake!
He's lying, Mr. Danforth.
She's gonna start screaming now. She's gonna blame me now.
You better prove this. It's a serious charge.
I've been with her, and I know her.
You are an adulterer?
Oh, Judge, you must understand evil better. A man doesn't just ruin his reputation, and you must know that.
When? Where?
Where I keep my animals. 8 months ago. She used to work for me. You think God isn't watching, but He sees everything. I'm telling you, see her for what she really is. My wife, my good wife, took her in and then threw her out. And because what she is, for herself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She wants to replace my wife. And maybe she could. Because I did think about her. God help me, I wanted her. But she wants to revenge. And you need to see it. I'm in your hands. But you've got to see the truth.
Abigail Williams, do you deny this?
If I need to respond to that, I'm out of here and not coming back.
I've destroyed my honor for this. You have to believe me, Mr. Danforth. My wife is innocent. Proctor claims that his wife never lies and must be a good person. The affair that Proctor had with Abigail is also proven. To verify whether Elizabeth is innocent, she's called into the courtroom for questioning by the judge.
Now let's get to the bottom of this. You say your wife is honest?
She's never lied in her life, sir. Some people can't sing or cry. My wife can't lie, and I've learned the hard way.
So, when your wife fired Abigail, she did it because she thought Abigail was messing around?
Yes, sir.
And your wife believes that about her?
Yes, sir. She sure did.
Alright then. If your wife confirms that she fired Abigail because of that, you are going to need a lot of mercy from above. Wait, both of you, turn around. Don't look at Elizabeth Proctor when she comes in. And nobody here say anything or do anything. Look only at me, not your husband, just me.
Okay, sir.
We heard you fired your maid, Abigail Williams.
Yes, that's right.
Why did you fire her? Why did you let Abigail go?
Because she wasn't doing a good job for me and my husband.
What was she doing wrong?
Sir, I was sick at that time. Proctor is a very good man, never drinking or wasting time. But I was sick after having a baby. And I thought that Proctor would just lose interest in me. And Abigail...
Look at me.
Yes, sir, Abigail Williams.
What about her?
I started to think that my husband likes her. And one night, I just lost it and kicked her out.
Did your husband lose interest in you?
He's a very decent man, sir.
So he didn't lose interest.
Do
you know if John Proctor cheated?
No, sir.
Take her away.
Elizabeth, tell the truth.
She's already answered. Take her out.
Elizabeth, I already admitted.
Oh, God.
She just wants to save my reputation.
Your Honor, people like to protect the ones they love. I can't keep quiet any longer. This is personal revenge coming out. I've always thought this man was honest. I swear, I believe him now. And you should bring his wife back before it's too late.
She didn't say anything about cheating, and this man has lied.
I believe him. That girl has never seemed honest to me.
Let me go, Mr. Proctor. I cannot do it.
My main character was Abigail Williams. We performed the scene where John Proctor reveals his relationship with Abigail to the judge, and the judge interrogates Elizabeth. We chose our scene in the Western-style church, where there was a table at the front that could be seen as an interrogation table. Abigail is embodied in the show as a girl with a sinister heart and a knack for lying. Abigail's dramatic behaviors, such as pretending to feel cold and accusing people of being witches, are all designed to gain sympathy and support in the courtroom. She knew how to use the fear of witchcraft at the time to divert attention away from her crime. That's why most of my lines were spoken in fake fear.
Playing Elizabeth Proctor in the Crucible, I wanted to show the main idea of the story: how hard is it to be honest when the society is unfair. Elizabeth is honest and good even when everything around her is falling apart. In my acting, I tried to show how she struggles inside, wanted to protect her husband, but also wanted to be truthful. When Elizabeth was questioned by John Danforth, I tried to show that she knew how she was at risk: her husband's life, her self-respect, and fairness. I answered carefully and didn't make too much eye contact at that time to show that she was torn and felt trapped by what others expected of her. The biggest moment was when Elizabeth lied to save John. This was against everything that she stood for, and it was a big deal. This lie was her giving up her own values. To sum up, playing Elizabeth taught me about self-control and how complex moral choices can be. It was about the mental struggles of trying to do the right thing in a world that can backfire.
Taking on the role of Judge Danforth in The Crucible, I had to get into the mind of someone with a lot of power who's trying to find the truth in a sea of lies. Danforth is a serious guy who thinks he's doing the right thing, keeping order in a place that is already falling apart. In my acting, I had to be stern and fair, while also showing Danforth's suspicion that not everything is as clear as he wants it to be. He's got to deal with all these accusations flying around, and he holds people's lives in his hands. The play is all about how fear can twist facts and make people do awful things. As Danforth, I was part of that. Someone who's supposed to protect the people but actually hurts them because he's caught up in the madness too. I wanted the audience to think about how those in charge need to be really careful with lies and try not to be affected by people's hysteria. It was important to portray Danforth as someone who is trying to keep control but fell in the chaos at last without knowing it.
This story is all about how lying and not telling the truth can ruin lives. John Proctor in this play need to show that sometimes you have to tell the hard truth, even if it costs you. And I try to indicate that even people can make bad choice, but what you do after that would also count. It was important to me that the audience saw how Proctor wanted to fix things, even if it was really hard for him. For this dramatization, we choose to play in part in Act 4, where four characters have the argument in the court. The reason we choose this part is because it has more conflicts. He's struggling in between whether he stay the truth or protect his reputation, as he actually has an affair with Abigail. He's struggling to protect his love or his reputation. In order to show his struggling, I used a lot of hand posture to show his mind. On one hand, he wants to keep his good name, but on the other, he has to protect his wife and fix his mistake. In my performance, I showed Proctor as a tough man who's torn up inside. He admits to his affair with Abigail to knock down the lies she's spreading. When I act these parts, I had to dig deep and find a mix of being strong and feeling really sorry. The emotion is not direct but complex. I also choose to wear black. On one hand, I want to show the serious situation, and on the other hand, I want to show the threat of death by black and the crime.